and welcome to Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin.
I'm Brittany.
And I am Robin. And today we're here with a video. Well, first, welcome. If you are new here, we like to say welcome. Give us a thumbs up. I have a feeling this video will be hitting some of our non-usual viewers because you're here to see the DreamBox. So if that's the reason that you're here,
we have no DreamBox.
You don't see a DreamBox, but we do have a story to tell you. And a disappointing, rather sad story. And if you're returning, welcome back. So our channel is all about most things diamond painting, as well as other crafts and hobbies. And so this story, we're a mother-daughter duo. I'm Robin, the mom.
I'm Brittany. I'm the daughter.
I'm Robin, the daughter.
Yeah. Okay. She keeps trying. Anybody believe her yet?
Okay. So, you guys know that if you are a member of our channel, you've heard us talk about DreamBox. We said that we ordered it. We were going to set it up when it arrived for you guys to see everything. So excited, right? This was my doing, really. I ordered it at 8:23 on May 28th p.m.
Oh, you got the time even.
So this is a rather DreamBox, for those of you who don't know, it's by Create Room.
Yeah.
And it's a rather expensive endeavor, but it looks very cool to put all your crafts in. So no matter what whether it's sewing, diamond painting, painting, yeah, anything,
any craft really would work for it. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, probably even scrapbooking would probably be another good one.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have several different versions of this thing. It's like they have like a junior, which I'm not sure the differences. I didn't really look into like the differences because she ordered it. But since all this has been going on, I have been seeing lots of advertisements for it, and I've seen people talk about the differences, like the different versions and the different sizes and that kind of thing. So
yes, so I got the largest box because, being a creator and all our hobbies.
Having all of our diamond painting stuff, which you can't see, but it's literally right there in like a...
Well, it's like half of this is like from over is my office, and the other half is like a craft room. And so that was the plan, where we were going to redo the half of my office, and this DreamBox was going to go on the other half of the craft room. In my mind, we already had it out how we were going to do it, was ready for it. So I went back and forth because it is, guys, it's expensive. It was $3,966, so $4,000.
And that's not assembled, right?
Not assembled.
It's like I think you have to pay, if you want it to come assembled, it's like $500 if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
So we're going to get into pricing and stuff in some emails, because this is where this story went way off kilter. And so I decided I was going to finance the DreamBox. For us, it would be a tax write-off. And so the amount financed would be... first of all, it says you'll receive all communications via email and text. And once Create Room confirms your order, we'll send you a link if you want to finance it through them. And then it goes on to say your first payment is due 30 days after Create Room confirms your order. We'll send you another email when this happens, and a reminder before the payment is due. Okay, so I had 0 payments as of Thursday. Now, this email says my purchase total right here. And whatever, but it doesn't. I called on Thursday morning at 8:30, and nothing had been charged to my account from DreamBox. Okay, so backing up now, with that said, to May the 28th, when I placed this order, I patiently waited. It said it would be shipped within 3 to 4 weeks initially.
Yeah, I think so. I was actually while you're looking that up, I'm gonna see, just out of curiosity, if I look right now, what the current estimated delivery date is.
Well, so it says right now a shipping estimate in their email too of 7 to 21 business days, right? So 7 to 21 business days from May the 28th is now, right? So. And somebody has to be home to sign for it, and it's actually put over to a freight carrier, and they bring it to your home. And none of this was a big deal at all. They'll put it in your garage for $50 more. If for whatever you can't accept the delivery, they will charge you a 10% restocking fee, and then $600 in addition to that, depending on the location. And then you got to open and review it within 5 days for full warranty coverage. And once you confirm, no changes can be made to your order. So, and they, as Brittany said, they will assemble it for you, and that cost extra. But I had to agree that I could accept it in the time delivery, 7 to 21 days, and there were no concerns about an 18-wheeler being at our house, and just call the questions to ensure a smooth delivery. Now, if you recall, we were on vacation in June, so I did reach out to them and tell them I was going to be on vacation, and if they could not deliver it on that week, that would be great, like the second week of June. They never responded to that email. They never really responded to much of anything about that. So on June 18th, I got an email that's saying, great news, your DreamBox is entering production. Before we ship, we need to confirm that again, I'll be available to pick up the box. I'll be available to sign for the box. And someone must be at home for delivery and reachable by phone. My address, my phone number is all just a repeat. And I had to say, yes, I can accept it. At the stated time, my address is true. An 18-wheeler can come here. And I had questions for the freight delivery driver, a number to call down. So here, the worker at DreamBox, Shelly, Create Room, she said that when my order leaves the factory, I will receive shipping notification and a tracking number for the transit to Old Dominion's hub. Okay. Once the order arrives at my local delivery hub, I'll receive a call from Old Dominion Freight, and I'll set up the delivery. But none of this is going to happen until I receive a shipping notification. And again, here we are now on June 23rd, and I have no shipping notification yet.
It's just entering. No, that's not the email. It was the 18th. Was just entering production. So I did just look. The current estimated shipping time, if I was to order one right now, exact same one, says it would be estimated to ship by July 10th to July 31st. Now we'll get into all that, like the whole, I know it's estimated shipping, but I can talk about that once we get to it.
So May ends, June comes and goes, haven't heard anything. I didn't get the tracking number I was told that I would get in the email. So I went back on July 1st and emailed DreamBox and said, hey, could you please email me my tracking number? And to that, I got a response from Shelly again that said, the order has not shipped as of today. So this was July 1. When your order leaves their factory, meaning their factory, you'll receive the shipping notification and the tracking number for the transit to Old Dominion's hub. So at this point, it was nowhere further than what it was on May 28th or 27th, whatever day. And once the order arrives at the local hub, I'll get a call from them. So basically, nothing had happened. And I was frustrated about that. And so I emailed Shelly back and said, just please cancel the entire order. I'm no longer interested in issue a refund. It actually says at this time I'd like to formally cancel my order just due to the significant delay in shipment. When I placed the order, I was given a shipping time frame, and that has now been far exceeded. As of today, when I add the exact same item to my cart, it reflects an estimated date of July 4th to the 24th. Now you got to think this was 6 days ago, confirming that order is outside the expected fulfillment window. And I've attached a screenshot of your stated shipping policy. Given this, I'm requesting 100% refund with no cancellation or restocking. So let's talk about their shipping policy here. Because that therein is a little bit of where you could they are wanting to say
it's not very clear.
No,
not their wording isn't as concise and clear as it could. Like certain parts of their website, it's very concise and clear as far as like different things like modifications and like. I'll let her talk about it and then I'll explain to you what I mean when she talks about their cancellation policy.
Well, it looks like I have half of it in a screen. Let me go to my... Go ahead and talk while I'm getting my photos pulled up here.
So...
my receipts.
So the order cancellation is like this little small... looking at it on my phone, it was like 5 or 6 lines. And then right after order cancellation is order modifications. And I specifically remember reading, for order modifications, it says you have up to 72 hours after you place your order to make order modifications. So 72 hours after you place your order, you can no longer modify your order. So that is clear. That's where it was. Mm-hmm. And so the cancellation, this is my biggest thing, what I told her. It's not clear. So it says unshipped orders can be canceled within 72 hours for a full refund. Cancellation requests after this period may incur a cancellation fee of $150 for furniture or 10% fee for accessories. So like, the order modification part is very clear. 72 hours after purchase. The order cancellation part, it just says within 72 hours. So that doesn't mean like 72 hours before it ships. After, obviously you can't cancel it after it ships, but like 72 hours.
But you have to pay $600.
You have to pay shipping back at that point. So like the question is like, within 72 hours of what? Getting the email stating you've placed your order, or then getting the email saying your order's getting ready to go into production? Like, they need to add some verbiage to that part of their website to make it very clear.
So, to me, this is clear. Unshipped orders can be canceled within 72 hours for a full refund. My order had not been shipped. So, I attached this because... and then cancellation requests after the period, meaning the 72-hour period, then you're charged $150, right? So on July 1, I canceled the order. And now this is where the problem begins to really... I get an email, not from Shelley this time, but from Vicky, saying on July 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon, that she just checked with the factory on my order and it's loaded on the truck. And it was shipped on Monday or Tuesday, which would have meant today's Monday, July 7th.
Yeah, 7th or 8th.
It would have meant it would have shipped today or tomorrow. The shipping times we give are estimate, and we apologize that this fell outside their time frame. It's an estimate, and for business days it will ship out. But I canceled the order, and I don't have a tracking number either, guys. All they're saying is it's loaded on the truck. If they had gave me a tracking number, I would have stopped right there and been, okay, I got a tracking number, let it come. But no, they loaded it on a truck and I don't have a tracking number. So to that, I in no uncertain terms said, no, thank you, please cancel. That's not what you said in the email yesterday. Meaning, what I mean by that is when... that in the email yesterday, she said that it hasn't left the factory, that I will receive the shipping notification. So that's what I meant by that. That's not what they said in the email yesterday. And I was suddenly, well, we're loaded on the truck and we'll get you a shipping notification when it ships, right? So I email them back and tell them that I understand that your shipping policy is an estimated 7 to 21 business days. However, my concern is not with the general time frame, but with a lack of clarity and the shifting timelines I experienced during the fulfillment process, along with the fact that no tracking information or shipping confirmation has been provided at the time of my formal cancellation on July 1st. At that point, I still not received a tracking number. I have only confirmation on June 23rd that my order will ship in 7 to 21 business days. Now that's June 23rd, mind you. And then I received a message on July 1 that Shelley confirming the item had not shipped as of that date when I asked for the tracking number. So I submitted my cancellation at that same day, July 1. And your own message from July 2 confirmed that the item has not physically been shipped and was only loaded on a truck that had not departed. Your current response suggests that the order is now in motion and cannot be stopped, despite the cancellation being submitted prior to shipment, confirmation, or tracking activation. Unfortunately, this contradicts your obligation to reasonably allow a customer to cancel prior to shipping, especially in the light of vague and delayed updates. As such, I am requesting a full cancellation and refund, and I ask that you do not proceed with the delivery. If this matter is not fully resolved, I will be forced to initiate a dispute with my credit card provider and submit a complaint with the Better Business Bureau and relevant consumer protection agency, as I believe this situation constitutes a failure to honor reasonable cancellation terms. So basically, that is what ended up happening. They never shipped the order. What happened was I called and said, look, this box that I have financed, cancel the financing. And they were like, oh, we haven't even paid anything on this. That's no problem. We'll send this loan over. It will be canceled. Well, there's a conversation after that takes place with Shelley telling her, look, the order's been canceled. It's you may have it loaded on a truck, but we don't have a tracking number, and therefore, I'm not paying anything on this. What does Shelley do? She contacts the loan company and says she owes us $150. So therein began numerous disputes about $150. I spent 2 hours now. So I submitted a dispute about the $150.
Probably more than 2 hours, sorry. Probably more than 2 hours, but yeah.
Which is, guys, as you know, I get paid more than that an hour. This isn't about that. This is about the right thing to do. Like, this is something I didn't even get. This is I didn't get it. I work hard for my money.
So here's the couple things that I want to point out here, okay? So number one, okay, you guys have been around on our channel. You know we love small shops. We love supporting small shops.
They're not a small shop.
I was going to say, I don't know if they qualify as a small shop, but regardless, you know, we like buying things and showing them to you guys and like supporting businesses. That's one of our biggest things, but we like to be honest. And like the biggest reason I have an issue with this is there's so many ways that this could have been prohibited. Like, they give you an estimated time frame. Yes, we all understand, you know, delivery dates are estimated. We deal with that when we order diamond paintings from places. They're estimated delivery dates. But like, if you're telling me you've given me an estimated delivery date, we're outside of that estimated delivery date and my order isn't even shipped yet, like, you should be reaching out with some kind of communication to update me, like, hey, your order is a week behind, we'll get it shipped out by this day. Or there just needs to be some kind of communication, because I guarantee you, even just one simple email in the middle of this would have prevented this from happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, okay, if they've made the product, you know, they're out that money. That's not necessarily the case.
No, that product is going to the next customer.
She was going to pay the $4,000 for it. She really wanted it. We've actually watched videos, and I said, it's a gorgeous thing. Like, we technically would still love to have it, but there's such a bad taste in our mouth. Like, we want to find a different way to have something similar that's not their product, because it's left such a bad taste in our mouth. But like, we were going to spend the money for it. So they can take that and they can send it to somebody else, because we just ordered the standard box, and it's just a simple thing. So it's not like they're going to be losing money. I mean, I don't. That's just my thought on it. I could be wrong, but
no, you're right. They're not losing money. The next customer in line is going to get their DreamBox a little bit earlier. That's that. It's on a truck. You know as well as I do running. Okay, so we do shipping all the time. We can print a shipping label and let it sit here for 5 days, and you all have a tracking number. The truth of the matter is, I don't think they had this item, period. Because anybody, if you are printing shipping labels, you could print a shipping label for a giveaway, and it show not left North Carolina yet.
Yeah, you could go to Pirate Ship and purchase a shipping label, and it would contact whoever via email, like, hey, your tracking number is this, and you can track it all you want, but it's going to say, like, say for example, it's coming USPS. It's obviously it wouldn't in this case, but it would say USPS has not yet received your order or something like that until I physically take it to USPS to mail to you.
So the bottom line is this: the $150 we will be getting it back because it's been disputed with the bank, and these reports about the company and what they did will live on in eternity because they were reported to the North Carolina. The state attorney's office?
I don't remember all the places.
Yeah, the BBB, the Federal Trade Commission, the bad debt collection practice, all those places that monitor all this, because I did nothing wrong here. I did everything right, and I feel like that day when she charged, so, to call that morning at 8:30 and they'd be like, it was like 10 o'clock actually. And those calls are recorded, by the way. And say, I have a case number from that call and everything. So they're like, so your loan is canceled. Nothing's ever been paid out on this loan, period. And I'm literally sitting at the dentist's office at 3:40 that afternoon after Brittany's off the phone with Shelly, and I get a text saying that I have that $150 charge. So what happened was, she was told I wasn't paying it, and she's like, the heck you're not, you're paying it. And what she said on the call was they'll have to check with a supervisor about the $150. But no, the bank will credit the $150 because we have the proof that there's no tracking number. We got nothing, and their own policy. It goes against their own policy of 72 hours. Do you have anything else to add to that? Well,
I think I've said everything I wanted to. Well, okay, I do want to say one thing, actually. I want to say we have no idea if the product's good or not. We've seen videos, because obviously we liked it. We were excited about it. So we've seen videos where the product is amazing. So in no way is this video saying that this isn't a product that you should go buy because the product's bad. It's us saying we don't like their business practices, and the way that they handled their business is more of what it is. So I just want to make sure that we were clear on that. We don't have any kind of product to tell you what we think about it.
No, we did go down the Reddit rabbit hole, and the reviews were mixed. Some people were like, they liked it initially, and then they had problems. I saw a video today of a lady where I think they shipped her the DreamBox for free. It sounded like.
Yeah, it did. I saw. You can see. I mean, that's like every business, but I saw comments where somebody said they ordered it and they never received it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And that's kind of like some people could. I mean, it's social media. You could go online and make some kind of comment and be lying.
However, but to know we're not doing that in this video, we have the receipt. So Brittany will black out some identifiers and send the email, with my name and with Shelly's name in there, the person we've been contacting, and you can see very plainly their policy. She'll do a screenshot of that. Where it plainly says I can cancel for 7 days, and I don't have a tracking number. You can see that.
72 hours.
72 hours. Yeah. Thank you. What? 72 days?
You said 7 days.
Well, I think I may not be owed $150. Okay, so to end this video on a good note, because that's where I really do want to go with this. I'm
curious if you're going to end it the same way I thought I was going to end it. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
So. There's a lot of people that have been having videos on YouTube about how to make a DreamBox with some IKEA things and that. We're not gonna... Okay,
basically like dupes. It's like a dupe of the DreamBox.
I'm gonna call this a sparkling diamonds DreamBox. So we are going to, unfortunately, IKEA's a lot of the supplies right now.
I've been down a rabbit hole researching some stuff, so I may have some ideas. But I was actually going to ask, that was actually one of the things I was going to ask is, let us know down below, like, what do you guys use for organization? Because, like, we do have, like, a small table over here, but and even, like, a little cabinet. But
small is the word.
They're both running out of space. Like, we have a lot of stuff, and obviously we don't store our diamond paintings in it, but, like, you gotta think, we got washi tape, we have lots of diamond painting accessories, like release paper, trays, like, you name it. It's over. I was trying to look at the thing. If you name it, it's over there. So, like, we definitely would like to have more space, but also something that makes sense and can be, like, in the way that DreamBox can be spread out and give you lots of storage space, but when you're not using it, you can make it smaller and kind of condense it, if that makes sense.
And a guy on YouTube, and we'll try to link that video down below to give him his attention, because he made it for $500.
And that's the one with the IKEA parts.
And it looks identical. So impressed. His wife is a crafter, and my husband is the builder, and so I could see this happening.
He's gonna get roped into building. I don't know if he knows it yet.
Yeah,
or not, but
I think he loves it though, so he wouldn't complain. It's just a matter of getting the like a lot of the parts right now that this guy used that built the 500. A lot of people are telling him they would pay for the PDF of his pattern. It's really, really good. So we'll link that video down below to give him credit where credit's due. And yeah, I am going to end up making something. It's just finding the idea. So when we were at Lowe's getting paint for my office, we did get the little pink.
The little cobalt toolbox. The little tiny cobalt toolboxes.
Yeah.
I've been seeing in lots of Facebook diamond painting groups about the big pink cobalt toolbox.
I'm thinking about that.
I looked when we were at our Lowe's and they didn't have one, so I don't know. Obviously, we live in a pretty populated area, so there are several Lowe's within our area. So I haven't looked to see if any other Lowe's has it in stock, but I know she loves pink, so that's not necessarily not an option, but it is also going to be a larger option.
It's heavy too. I don't think it'd be any heavier than the DreamBox.
Yeah, I don't know. It may just be wider. I don't know. It may be a good option as a substitute. Just the biggest thing is, like, I like how like the inserts and stuff with DreamBox, but the thing is, the little small cobalt things, like, there are small shops making inserts for those, like there's a couple places that do. Carissa's Craft Corner does. I believe OGK has some inserts. And like, some of them are, like, really neat and different kind of varieties. So I'll find the links for those. So if you do have one of the small cobalt toolboxes, if you're interested in the inserts, I'll find links for any of the shops that are printing the 3D inserts, and I'll put it down below in the description too, just for you guys, since we're talking about it.
So this is a little bit of a different video. I don't like making videos that are necessarily negative, but I do. Look, this experience really burnt me out, and it took a lot of time in writing all the complaint letters and the dispute with the bank.
It was disappointing.
It's very.
We were excited.
Yeah, like, it's just something I really wanted. Like, it wasn't.
We talked about it a lot on vacation.
Yeah, and like I thought about it at Christmas. I remember thinking about it.
And we actually, because I don't know if you guys can tell, like, our ceilings are slanted. So we actually had, like, originally when we first talked about it, we were like, oh, I don't know where we can make it work. So, like, we didn't first order it when we first talked about it. So we actually put a lot of time into planning this and figuring out where we were going to put it and how it was going to work in our house. So it's a disappointment too. But and that's the biggest thing is we want to share with you guys, just to let you know. And I mean, obviously our experience could differ from the next person, and the person after that could have an even different experience. But this is just our way of sharing it with you guys, so you guys know it could happen to you. Not saying it's going to, but it could.
I think it's really. I think the lesson here is, if you want it, make sure that you want it, and make sure that you get in writing before anything goes in production. Okay, so you're gonna have it here by this date, and if it's not here by this date, then I'm allowed to cancel up until this date or whatever. Like, there needs to be a little bit more clarity on
their company just needs to have better communication.
They do, and so I'm not saying don't buy it because I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I'm
just saying be cautious because $150 is a lot of money to some people out there in the world today, and so
it's a lot of people. It's a lot of money to me.
It's a lot of money to me as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, like, that they just don't care. They just don't care.
I didn't get the just that anybody cared.
No, and I think that's what bothers me, not to keep going on about it, but that it is like they're getting $150 for nothing, literally for nothing. This major company is paying these people to answer my emails and the complaints, but. So stay tuned for what we're going to do for organization. That's coming up. And let us know in the comments, do you own a DreamBox? I know a couple of you do. We've talked about it. Would you ever pay $4,000 for a DreamBox? I want to know. Spill the tea. Did you think that was outrageous when I did it?
I mean, no, considering all the stuff that it comes with, because it comes with, I'm assuming, I didn't look at exactly how you ordered, but I'm assuming you ordered, like, all the extra stuff, like the containers and all of that. And I mean, if you think about it, if you just go to, like, the container store to try to get all those containers, you're going to be spending probably $500 to $1,000. So, I mean, it for what it is and what it's made, it would be worth it. I would have loved to have had it to let you guys really know, but
so if you come here and you wanted to see the DreamBox, it's not going to be happening here. But I do have this as a cautionary tale about what not to do when what to do when ordering the DreamBox. Be really clear because their policy can be twisted into their own making. Also, make sure you pay for it with a way to where you can dispute if something goes wrong. Because I guarantee, man, that thing, I bet you even if it got here and it was damaged, we would probably have problems of the wazoo. I would not even want to think about that. If we're having problems and it's not even left their warehouse, could you imagine?
No.
And I think that is the bottom line here. Like, do you really want to deal with a company who has that bad of a customer service over $150?
I mean, I would love to say that they're going to take what we suggested to heart and add in some more communication for orders that are gonna you know that by the time you've sent it to production, it's already pretty much outside of that time frame. You got like 4 or 5 days. I don't know how long these things take to produce. It doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't say on their website. It's like when you sent that email, you should have said, hey, there should have been some kind of inclusion in addition to your DreamBox is being produced. It should have been, hey, your order's running a little bit late. This happened, or you don't even necessarily need to give an excuse, but just kind of give an update. Well, instead of just your order's being produced, you're already pretty much outside of your delivery frame, and then you need to be available within 7 to 21 business days to accept this order, but like that's a large date range.
And can I just say, I went out of my way to make sure to tell them we weren't going to be here because I counted, 7 to 21 days would fall about that week of vacation. It hit just right, and I thought that would be, that would have been horrible for them, and I wanted to be respectful, so I emailed them and said, hey, if the 721 days is going to fall on, please don't have it delivered before, I think it's the June 19th. I can find that email. But either way, it's done. It's over with. It will never be reordered. Never, ever, ever. And I'm curious to know what your experience has been. When we went down the rabbit hole, we couldn't find anything on shipping. We found a lot of things about likes and dislikes. It's about 50-50.
Pros and cons. Assembly was probably like the biggest thing that I found the most about people having issues with assembly or like pieces missing or pieces messed up. I did see quite a bit of that, but
anyway, so yeah, just be careful and with any company, I would say, and they are not a small company. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to be kind to everybody, but in the real world, in social media, and in the comment section. And if you are here because you were looking for DreamBox, I'm sorry to disappoint you with our tragic story. But we will be seeing you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.